Another thing the Ray Rilla said, he said O Block was built on a cemetery. Any truth to that?
Yeah, we all heard that, yeah. That old block was built on a cemetery. That's some truth to it. We all heard that for sure. How true it is, how could we ever know? Because who would build anything on top of a cemetery unless it was so long ago that that's what had happened. But yes, that is true. We all heard that. That was a saying that we've heard for years. And the stuff that I seen and spiritually seen on that block, man, something over there. It's a cemetery now anyway, Cam. So many people done died over there. They spirits is still there. It's a cemetery, all right? Whether it's a cemetery or not a cemetery, it is today. Spiritually, right? So many people lost their lives there, their blood. Your life is in the blood. You are not the body. Cam, when we go to a funeral and we looking at that vessel that you be like, man, that ain't them. That's their vehicle that they had to use in order to do anything in this world. This is not Jamal. You are hearing Jamal. You hear me, but if you turn off the cameras, you wouldn't see me. I'm spirit. Spiritual. I have to think everything before I say it. But ain't nobody talking about the spiritual you that got to think before this body can even put things to use. We ain't talking about it. But anyways, yes, that is something that they did say, bro, that we heard for a long time that O Block was built, that they built it on top of a cemetery. We did hear that.
That's definitely kind of crazy to hear that, man. And
isn't it?
You know when O Block when Parkway was built?
Man, Parkway had to be built. I don't know when they was built, but it at least in the early 1900s, I believe. Probably not too early. I think around the 30s. Around the 30s, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Parkway Gardens came into effect. I bet you if you look it up, around 1930s, 40s, guaranteed.
Let me see. Looking it up right now. The complex was built from 1950 to 1955.
Makes sense. I'm just thinking about, like, if it's a cemetery, then it had to be so far long ago, right? Because people would still be coming and bury people in the cemetery. People, like everybody from that line would have had to been done died, because you'd have people still coming to try to see their loved ones. And then if you bury something on top of it, it'd be madness. And so it could be a lie that we all heard, but it is something that we heard since we was kids there, though. How true it is, if it ain't on Google, man, well, they wouldn't show that. They wouldn't tell you that they would do that. And so the only way to know the truth, only God knows. It's interesting, though.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, they probably wouldn't say anything, because that would be definitely some weird shit. Nobody would want, if that was actually like brought out like a fact, I'm sure it would up their money.
When you look at O Block, though,
want to live there.
When you look at it, just how it's secluded, if you go and look at many other cemeteries, it's shaped in a weird way, Cam. It's weird. It's very, very, very weird how Parkway is kind of constructed. And it's long enough, it's wide enough, it's big enough. So, man, I mean, you could probably take any kind of vast land and make it proportionate enough for a cemetery. So, but maybe I'm just stretching it.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been, it could have been bigger than just O Block too.
Yeah, no, definitely, because it's a gate behind there where the freight trains is. And so that makes it, it's like one huge section, and then they kind of made, it's weird because it is a super, super big section, but you can tell kind of, they got the trucks and everything doing that with the freights, and then they built it, a lot of stuff be like that though. They'd take one thing from its normal use and then make it something else, like many apartments in Arizona, it used to be motels, and now they leasing them as apartments. But it used to be motels and hotels, but now they renovated it, and so definitely could be possible.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.